A very sad day for dinosaur fans and film enthusiasts as Sam Neill, the actor in probably know him from Jurassic Park, has passed away at the age of 78 in Sydney, Australia. He previously had cancer back in 2022 and he was receiving some chemo treatments, but his family announced that he was completely cancer free at the time of his passing and did not specify the exact cause of his death. So that's very sad news. And it made me just want to reflect on the magic he created the first time I watched Jurassic Park. And I'm going to rewatch the whole trilogy, original trilogy, again in his memory. And I remember a while back, this was one of maybe the second or third 3D Blu-ray I've ever bought. This was one of my first Blu-ray 3Ds I've ever purchased. And, I've been releasing a few videos recently about I have one of the last active 3D model TVs. And that's kind of a viewing experience that a lot of people are missing out on or only get to see in some theaters because they still make 3D movies. But not too many people watch them in their homes anymore. It's a shame because I've been having a blast watching all sorts of 3D films this year and adding to my collection. And they're cheaper now more than ever, or they were until, I don't know, Sony's trying to get rid of some of the physical media stuff. So now's a really good time to be a collector. You can get these things pretty dang cheap, like under 10 bucks sometimes. The new stuff still like 15 to 20 probably. And there's some rare ones that are above like 25 and there's some that are up to $80. So anyway, physical media, it's such a better experience, higher quality, especially if you have really, tuned in surround sound system going on. It's like no better way. Like a lot of these Blu-rays offer 5.1 at least surround sound. And so you're adding that with either a 4K huge panel television that upscales even the Blu-rays and they look great. But now you can have even 4K discs, which are ultra high definition and higher dynamic range. So I'm super excited to watch the second film too, which I don't believe Sam Neill came back for that one, but he is in the third, and I do have a digital copy stored on Movies Anywhere for that one. So it'll be a good cinematic trilogy recap, and I'll get to be able to explain how is the best way to watch Jurassic Park. Is it best in Blu-ray 3D? Is it best in I don't have a 4K player yet, so just disclosure, so I won't be able to watch this on the 4K disc, but I'll watch this one on the Blu-ray disc that comes with it, and I'll watch that with simulated 3D. Maybe I'll like do half the movie one way, half the movie the other way, because I know some people are like, you gotta watch it with its original intention, and I'm like, they didn't shoot this as far as I know, with like 3D cameras. This was all post processed 3D, but they did a phenomenal job with it. And that's what I've been learning is there's a lot of movies out there just because it wasn't shot with 3D cameras. The magic they're able to do with editing and post production is wild. And there's been some very good 3D films that are made 3D after the fact. So I actually remember watching the second movie in the movie theaters and also the third because the first one came out in 93. I was just a little baby. But my cousins were thrilled about this movie. They had action figures, and by the time I think the second one came out in 96 and the third one in 2001, but I remember just having birthday parties that were dinosaur themed and all these toys, dinosaur toys. I had a remote control car that had one of those spit
dinosaurs. I forget what they're called, the name of it, that would come out of the car and spit water at you from a remote control. And I thought that was one of the coolest things as a kid. And yeah, just such a larger than life fantasy blast to the past that captured the imagination of millions back in the 90s. And yeah, this is one of the most iconic film franchises ever made, and top notch acting performances. The effects were very well done. There's only like very small mistakes that only the most keen of people can catch once in a while, but it's just a beautiful movie, exciting, fun adventure, scary at times. So I'm gonna enjoy going back and rewatching the whole original trilogy. And if you have questions about, if you want full movie breakdowns per movie, I could do that. Or if you want to know more about the Blu-ray quality and the viewing experience of either watching it on 3D or simulated 3D, and hopefully eventually I'll get around to getting a 4K player so I can see it at the maximum resolution. But I gotta say, my TV already upscales the HD to 4K, and I've never had major complaints with the visual quality. It's been fantastic. So anyway, I'll drop some links below. If you don't have these movies, I have a list of like the must-own film collection. If you're one of those film enthusiasts that like to have the ultimate viewing devices at home, or if you're just starting out, and there's some pretty cheap projectors that just having an image blown up on the entirety of your wall is also a really cool way to watch some of these. So go check those out below. Check out my other videos highlighting some of those things, and leave your best and favorite moments of Jurassic Park. Was it going to the movie theater? I even went to Universal in Orlando to the Jurassic Park theme park, and that is maybe one of my best childhood memories is visiting Jurassic Park at Universal. So I want to know what your favorite memory is around Jurassic Park. I'll see you in the next video.